Sai Ram. One of the most common ways in which we feel the presence of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba in our lives today is when Swami comes in our dreams. In multiple discourses, Swami has made it very clear that we cannot get Swami's dreams unless he has willed it. Of course, he adds that sometimes we get very mixed and confusing dreams. One moment we see Swami here, the next moment we are in America and we see Swami there, and again we are possibly on a beach and Swami changes into something. These Swami calls as indigestion dreams, which can happen. But otherwise, when we see Swami clearly, as clear as we see another live person in this so-called real life, then that happens only because of Swami's will. The joy that we feel, the contentment that we get, the clarity that we get, all of them are unmissable and unmistakable. That is how we know that Swami has blessed us with a dream. I am sure that many of us have had Swami's dreams and we have woken up with that joy, savoring it and hoping to lie down and again go back to sleep so that it can continue. Many times we understand the meaning of the dreams. Swami gives us blessings, Swami gives us an instruction. But there are also many times when we are not able to make the head or tail of it. I know that this happens because I myself have not understood many of the dreams that Swami has given me. I also receive a lot of messages, emails, even comments in the videos where people, out of their large-heartedness and their love for Swami, share their personal dreams and ask what is the meaning. Well, let me confess publicly that I have no ability, nor does anyone in this world have the ability to convey to you the meaning of Swami's dream. The only person who can convey to you the meaning of Swami's dream is Swami himself. Then, what do we do when we get a dream like this whose meaning we are not able to understand? That is what this video is about. It was sometime in 1999. I was in grade 12 studying at the Sri Sathya Sai Higher Secondary School at Puttaparthi when I received a phone call from my father. My father said, "Hey Arvind, why didn't you share this dream of Swami with us? If we had known, it would have been so wonderful, right?" "Which dream, Dad?" "This dream that you got in October 1998. "Which is that?" "Here, it's there in your diary." You see, I had and I also have even to this day the habit of writing a personal diary. And when I say personal diary, it's not about all my feelings and all the things that are happening in my life. It's all the things which I feel are connected to Swami. So therefore, if it's Swami's dream or if it's any experience with Swami, everything I have noted down and I have got more than a dozen diaries with me. So in 1999 summer, when after completing my 11th grade, I had been to Bombay for my summer vacation, I had left my diary behind there. And my father had been casually glancing at some of the pages and he had come across this dream. And then when my father narrated what this dream was about, I had goosebumps. I had a thrill that coursed through me. And rather than reveal it immediately, let me take you through that same experience. You see, in October 1998, I had a dream in which I was standing outside the hostel, my school hostel, and I saw Swami there. He was also standing there waiting for some transport and there was a lot of luggage and baggages all around him. "Swami, near my house there is the national park. The Sanjay Gandhi National Park in Borivali shared a common compound wall with the Raheja estate where I was staying in one of the apartments. When I was in Bombay, when any guest would visit home, we would often take them to this national park. It is the closest touristy spot. So I said, "Swami, you should visit National Park. Nice it is." Swami said, "Okay, sure." So in the dream, I rush inside, quickly pack my bag, then I also take my camera and I fix everything, and as I come out, Swami has left. And with that, I woke up. I woke up with a lot of joy. Swami was in Puttaparthi only. We would be going for darshan. I didn't understand the meaning of this whole dream, and I just left it at that, having written it down in my diary. Now, that was October 1998. Fast forward 5 months to the March of 1999. Swami actually traveled to the cities of Bombay and New Delhi, the Indian capital, in the March of 1999. And when he was in Bombay, my father got the opportunity to do photography, and he was following Swami wherever he went. Since Dharmakshetra, the temple of Swami Satyam, it is called, in Bombay, isn't having sufficient capacity to accommodate the thousands and thousands of devotees that would throng there, Swami had graciously agreed to grant darshan at different spaces. One such darshan and discourse session happened in a place called Goregaon in a large grounds. And after that, Swami told the father of Brother Satyajit. We all know Brother Satyajit, who had the blessings of being Swami's personal attendant from, if I'm not mistaken, 1996 till 2011. So Swami had promised his father that when I come to Bombay, I will come to your home. And therefore, he told Brother Satyajit that come, let's go to your home. At that point in time, Brother Satyajit in 1999 had spent more time with Swami. I am not surprised that he wouldn't know the route to his own home from some place in Bombay. And that's why in the pilot car sat my father. Because my father and Brother Satyajit's father belonged to the same Samiti, the Borivali Samiti. So my father was in the pilot car, and guess what? They are passing by so close to the national park. Once this news was known, our Samiti in Borivali had adopted a slum. And this slum called Kajupada had many youngsters and children who were brought on to the right path, to the path of love, spirituality, and ensuring importance to the human life by the volunteers, by the devotees of our Samiti. And therefore, they thought that this would be a great opportunity for these children to have darshan of Swami. So all the children from the Kajupada slum, whoever were attending Bal Vikas, SSC classes, etc., were all brought to the, guess where? Entrance of the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, because there's a big parking area there, and they all sat there doing bhajans. Now, a chair had to be placed for Swami, So a wedding chair, which is used in weddings for the bride and groom, a used chair it is, but they kept it because everyone thought that as Swami's car passes by, we'll all stand up and have darshan. So the chair had been placed. Now everybody asked, where is the footstool kind of, we need a footstool for Swami to keep his feet. Nobody thought it is actually for Swami to keep his feet. It's just that it should be there as part of the paraphernalia, right? So my mother ran home and got the footstool from our home and placed it there, and all of them sat doing bhajans. This was very late in the evening. In the meanwhile, Swami reached Brother Satyajit's home. He climbed up the staircase, 3 floors. He climbed them up. There was no lift. He climbed and entered the home of these devotees, and it was a beautiful session there, needless to say. The father, Umesh Salyan uncle, has narrated very fondly the beautiful memories of that day, how Swami had dinner with them. Swami shared the dinner from his plate as prasadam. Oh, it is so beautiful. Atithi Devo Bhava, they say, guest is God. But when God becomes guest, oh, it is so beautiful. There suddenly Swami mentions, I hear some bhajans. What is this? Where are the bhajans coming from? Sounds. The truth is, for the human ears, nothing was being heard. There was no bhajans being heard. But well, we know. Mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra tishtami Narada. Lord Narayana had said, where, O Narada, my devotee sings my glory, I install myself there. So then, luckily Umesh Salyan uncle knew this. So he said, Swami, people from the Samiti, they have gathered, I think, at the National Park. They must be doing bhajans. He thought probably these are the bhajans that you are hearing, Swami. So after blessing these devotees, blessing Satyajit's parents and everything, when Swami was returning back to Dharmakshetra, on the way, he is now passing by the entrance of the National Park. And now the magic happens. Swami stops his car and the door opens. and Swami gets down. The bhajans increase in pace, increase in crescendo. Now people are screaming madly, delirious in joy that their Lord is granting darshan. It is almost early night now, 8:30 p.m. and Swami walks. He walks right amidst them, and tears flow. The devotees are in unbelievable joy. And dear brothers and sisters, for me also personally, it was a magical moment, because Swami went and stood on that footstool pillow that had been brought from our home. He did not sit on the chair, but he stood on that pillow which still is with my mother at the home near Swami's chair. And then, having done that, Swami looked around and said, "Nobody is ready for Aarti?" Nobody is ready for Aarti, because Swami, we didn't expect that you will get down. But Swami's demeanor was as if, how could you not have expected? Didn't you get information that I'm coming here? That was the kind of attitude that Swami had, and everyone was confused because Swami had not let anybody know that he is coming to the national park in Borivali in Bombay. But hurriedly they rushed around, my parents rushed around, they got a matchbox, Aarti was done, a rose flower was given, and then Swami left, leaving behind hundreds of deliriously happy hearts at National Park. All the slum children were also so thrilled. They could never have had such close darshan even at Dharmakshetra or Puttaparthi or Vrindavan for that matter. There they had at their very doorstep. And this is what had happened in the March, if I'm not mistaken, 16th or 17th of 1999. And then when my dad reminded me of this, you can only imagine how I had goosebumps. Dear brothers and sisters, I had the dream in October. In March, when this happened, my parents had even told me that, Swami came and we got this chance, and all that narration they had told me, I had just felt happy. And then I had gone there for summer vacation. After summer vacation, I had come back, and a couple of months had passed. And now when my dad told me about the dream, I felt a different level of joy. I was definitely happy with that incident, but now the joy became so personal also, because I realized, oh my God, when Swami said that he had already indicated or instructed, it was about possibly my dream. Maybe he gave dreams to others as well, but definitely my dream too. The indication was there. We had totally missed it because I had totally forgotten about it. With that, dear brothers and sisters, we come to what we should do when we get Swami's dream. See, in this case, we were able to discover the connection and feel the joy because I had noted down the dream. So I think the most important thing we should do as soon as we get Swami's dream, any experience with Swami, is to note it down. Record it as a voice note, record it as a video and keep it, or write it down. Do it immediately, because in the waking dream, the sleeping dream vaporizes very fast. Even within 2 days, many of the details that we had in the dream are gone because the memories clash. The memories of life in the dream world, the sleeping dream world, they clash with the memories of life in the waking dream world, and they get smudged. So, ideally, this is what I do. If I get a dream and I wake up, before speaking to anybody, before going for my morning ablution, before brushing my teeth, before doing anything, before even doing my morning prayer, I quickly take my phone and speak out the whole dream, and later I put it in text and add it to my diary, because whenever the time comes, Swami will show the meaning of the dream at the perfect time when we need it, and when that happens, we are able to connect it and feel the joy. Swami would often say that for divine bliss to be experienced, we need the positive terminal, which is God's grace, and the negative terminal, which is human effort. When the two come together, the electricity flows, so also the joy flows with God's grace and human efforts. So when it comes to dreams, I think the best thing, rather than worry about the meaning or try to ask somebody else, is to note it down in as much detail as possible and treasure it and cherish it. Keep revisiting it, keep reminding, keep reliving that experience, because nothing else in life is worth as much as reliving experiences with God. And dream experiences are real experiences, as real as this real life can get. That's what Swami has said. So with that, I would like to offer my gratitude to Swami for all the wonderful darshans, awake dream darshans and sleeping dream darshans, and pray to Swami that Swami, as much as possible, please keep coming in our dreams, because we love to see you, we love to talk to you, we love to touch you. May the love that we have in our hearts for you keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.